And while these cases may be extreme, vaccine inequity is a fact of life now. While rich countries are overbuying vaccines, hundreds of people in Africa and Latin America are dying every day. Their countries were not rich enough to lock deals with pharma giants. So now they are at the mercy of aid from international organizations. The virus does not discriminate, but the vaccine programs do.
In the race to vaccinate mankind, Africa has been an onlooker. There were no advance purchases, no bulk orders. Africa would need the world's help. And on Wednesday, help arrived. 600,000 doses of AstraZeneca's COVID vaccine reached Ghana. They were produced in India for the WHO's COVAX program. The objective is to achieve vaccine equity, pool resources from wealthy nations, and buy jabs for the third world. Ghana will begin inoculating its people on March 2nd. Health workers will be prioritized. The COVAX rollout is an inflection point in Africa's pandemic response. The West must take the blame for Africa's slow rollout. They have stocked up on jabs, leaving very little for the rest. Canada has bought enough doses to inoculate the population 5 times over. The European Union has ordered enough for a double vaccination. So has the United States. Such massive orders have strained the supply chain. Vaccine makers are unable to keep up. According to reports, AstraZeneca will fall short of its commitments to the European Union. The EU has ordered 300 million doses. But at this rate, they'll only get 130 million. It could be September before production catches up. The key to a seamless vaccination campaign is having multiple jabs in the market. But not all of them survive rigorous clinical testing. In Sri Lanka, China's Sinopharm vaccine has been put on hold. Authorities say it has not completed phase 3 trials. Crucial bits of data are missing. Elsewhere in Lebanon, politicians are jumping the queue. They are getting vaccinated despite not being in priority groups. Lebanon's vaccine rollout is being funded by the World Bank. Any more line jumping and that credit line could disappear. The pandemic exposed the fault lines in our world. Minorities were hit harder by the virus. Rich countries handed out checks, while livelihoods disappeared in poorer nations. This trend of inequity is continuing with the vaccine rollout. In Latin America, 1.6 doses are being given per 100 people. In the US, that number is 19. In Britain, it's 27.
We are still fighting against this unequal world that existed before the pandemic. But now it is evident among more misery. Inequality has appeared when all the vaccines that are produced are just enjoyed by 10 countries. And the rest fight over it for contracts to be signed with these producers. And that's how we are, alone, fighting against the powerful.
The virus may not discriminate, but the vaccine rollout does. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.